7 WWE stories you have to hear to believe. Before we begin this video, I would like to ask you to like the video if you enjoy it and subscribe to support our channel. We truly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload new videos to our channel. Thank you and enjoy the video. Behind-the-scenes stories sometimes are even more interesting than the storylines we see on the ring and on camera, so we've decided to share with you some amazing and at times crazy WWE stories that you have to hear to believe. So, what really goes on when the cameras stop rolling? Let's find out. Number 7. The contract that ran out. This is actually a pretty known story, but in case you haven't heard or read about it, the story goes that the contract of Double J Jeff Jarrett had run out a day before No Mercy event in 1999. Jarrett decided to use this big time for his advantage, as he convinced, or extorted if you wish, Vince McMahon to pay him lots of money in order to walk into the Good Housekeeping match with the Intercontinental title and leave the match without it, putting Chyna over on the process. The dirt sheets claim that Jarrett demanded between $300,000 to $500,000. However, according to the WWE and Jarrett himself, he merely asked for the royalties that he was owed to be paid up front. Number 6. The idea of the Royal Rumble. If you love the Royal Rumble like I do, then you need to give thanks to Pat Patterson, as he's the one who came up with this exciting event. But how Patterson came up with the idea, that's the interesting part. For many wrestling fans, myself included, the Rumble event is their favorite of all pay-per-views. The idea would seem like a sure thing to sell to Vince, but Patterson couldn't quite wrap his head around it, that is until the NWA declared war. They had scheduled their Bunkhouse Stampede pay-per-view to be held in WWE's backyard of Long Island, New York. WWE decided to counter-program this move with a free show on the USA Network. Vince had told Patterson to talk to producer Dick Ebersol about his Battle Royal idea, and from there on we enjoy the Royal Rumble each and every year. Number 5. The Bag of Thumbtacks. King of the Ring 1998. Hell in a Cell. A match that will forever be remembered by all wrestling fans due to some unbelievable moments and especially for what Mick Foley went through that night. What you may or may not know, is the story of the Bag of Thumbtacks. During the match, Mankind had a specific spot where he would pull out a bag of thumbtacks and try to use it on The Undertaker. However, it reversed and got the other way around, so this bag was used on Foley instead. If you think that's interesting, listen to this. After the match, Foley headed backstage and apologized to Bruce Pritchard for not using the tacks. The amazing part was that Foley was covered in them, yet had no clue. Guess he didn't feel it with all the adrenaline running in his body after the match. Number 4. Vince demonstrating how to bump. WrestleMania 36 was without a doubt one of the strangest manias of all time, due to all of the restrictions taken because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And so, WWE decided to move the event from the cavernous Raymond James Stadium to the WWE Performance Center. Knowing Vince McMahon, he will never ask anyone to do anything that he won't do. And that's how we got Vince climbing to the top of the bird's nest and launching himself off of it into a crash pad, and all this in order to show Rob Gronkowski how to do a spot. Well done Vince, Mama would have been proud. Number 3. Shawn Michaels changes WrestleMania 15 main event. In the year that Shawn Michaels was gone from WWE after he lost to Stone Cold, WWE had changed a lot. Stone Cold was the top babyface and Vince was the top heel with guys like Dude Love doing his bidding. Towards the end of the year, The Rock turned on the crowd and the WWE Universe began to cheer Mankind on as he won the WWE title. The stage was being set for an Austin Rock Mankind WrestleMania 15 triple threat main event. However, according to Vince Russo, who was a WWE writer back then, Shawn Michaels has held a grudge against Foley for outshining him at Hell in a Cell and was able to manipulate Austin to convince him that the triple threat wasn't the way to go. Austin went to McMahon and got the match changed to the main event being only Austin versus The Rock without Mankind. Number 2. A sad night as a champion. For years, Chris Jericho was just a cruiserweight and mid-card level talent in WCW, but a little over 2 years after being part of WWE, he became the first ever undisputed champion. You would think that such a win will follow great celebrations and congratulations, but strangely enough, things were very different that evening. After Jericho won the match that night, most of the production team already left, and so there was no one to congratulate him. If that's not sad enough, By the time he got back to the hotel, there was no room service and no spare room key. This bittersweet evening ended up for Jericho eating cold pizza outside of his hotel room. Number 1. Turning heel during the match. You would think that a real deal wrestler who won the gold medal for America would be cheered everywhere he went and all the time. This is WWE, people are smart, so think again. At the time, Kurt Angle was just so smug about his Olympic accomplishment, that during his debut match against Shawn at the 1999 Survivor Series, the crowd was all over him and during the match started chanting boring. I guess this wasn't what Vince McMahon had expected and so he got word to the referee, who got word to Kurt to turn himself heel during the match itself. McMahon had instructed Angle to grab the mic and cut a promo about how wrong it was to boo an Olympic gold medalist. This one little trick was brilliant and enough to put Angle on the map. That's it, boys and girls. All the stories for today. If you enjoyed our video, please like it and subscribe to support our channel, we really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload new videos to our channel. Do you have an interesting story to share? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you and have an amazing day.